Okay, today I'm going to review with everyone the library catalog. To get to the library catalog, you start at the library's homepage, snow.edu/library, and then we'll go down under the research column here, catalog search, and click that link, and it takes you to the catalog. So in essence, the catalog searches everything that is physically in the library. And it's a way to locate things and on different topics, mainly books, but there are other types of items in the library. There are magazines and journals and books on CD, music CDs, DVDs, and other items that are related to books in terms of the types of reserve books, for example, that teachers might put on reserve for students to use that are at the front desk. From the catalog homepage, you can see what items are checked out in reserve. You can also take a look at things that are new in the library or recent additions. But it has a search box, and so your search boxes are essentially allowing you to do a keyword search. That's one of the common ways people search these days. So let's, a term I've been using a lot lately is fracking for searching. And let's search all the libraries. Now when we're searching all the libraries, we're searching the Huntsman Library in Ephraim, and we're also searching the Richfield Campus Library. And if you see a book that is not available in our library in Ephraim, you can get to access to that book in Richfield by just putting a request on it, and the book will be sent here in a day or two, usually one. So I typed the term fracking, just a keyword, and I ended up getting a search result of 132. 132 results is a lot, but in reality, these are just keywords, and it's also not only keywords, it's fuzzy keywords. And so your most relevant results are going to have the word fracking in them. But as you go down a little lower, you're going to find out that there are books in here that may not even have fracking listed in them, but the word's close to fracking. And so once you get a little lower, like Quicken 2012, probably not anything on fracking in Quicken that I know. Here's a title, Cracking the GED. Well, one letter off is, so put replace the C with an F, and then you have fracking. So you can see with that example that there's a word that's close to fracking there, but it's not fracking. And so that's why we ended up down a little lower, that it popped up on the list. But one of the interesting things you can do with this list is you can limit or reduce your results or refine your search, which means you're limiting your results down. You can limit to currently available items. That means items that are available on the shelf to check out. You could limit by author if you happen to know an author of a fracking book, but you probably don't. If you're doing a paper on fracking, you wouldn't know that. Collections, this only has one collection, nonfiction, which is the majority of the books in our library, since we're a college library, are nonfiction. That means they're not stories. Although literature is fictional, but it is actually, we categorize that under nonfiction as well. But we do have books that are fiction, but not very many of them, and they're mostly categorized as nonfiction anyway, with a different call number. So let's take a look at what else we can do here. There's series and all that. Topics, okay. So I know I want to do fracking, but let's just show more and see if there's another word for fracking down here. Let's see. Let's see, I think I heard my teacher say something about hydraulic fracturing. That's short for fracking. So I can click that link, and that will take me to, instead of 132, now 4 results. And these books have the topic or subject of fracking in them, or they are predominantly written about fracking. And looking at these books, you can see all of them are available, and they're all at the Karen Huntsman Library, and they have a call number showing right here. They So theoretically, these are all on the shelf, which they normally are. And you could check these books out. Sometimes over item types here there'll be a DVD, different kinds of formats available, mostly books, but new books even. So if you saw, there's only 4 here, you can determine which ones are the newest. But and you could even check all 4 books out. So this is an example of taking a list of results that's 132 long and reducing it down to 4 that are right on topic. And that's a real quick way of doing that. And it's really valuable to do that. So, and then one of the ways I like to do searching is once you go out into the collection and look for this book, for example, this one on fracking, you can actually click there and get more information about it. In this particular area, this call number, 622.3381, F8-412, 2018, on the second level up on where the main books are, you can actually look at this book and the other ones that are around it. And that's actually a great way to do research, is to just be able to browse by looking at a particular place in the stacks or in the shelves where the books are, and look around that same area, because books on the same topic or similar topics will be close by. Sometimes that's a way to find books that are more books that are on your topic that somehow didn't get in this catalog search, or that there are related topics, because those kinds of books will be close by as well, that may actually lead you to a different research paper, a little different direction possibly. Not that fracking's not wonderful. Another thing, let me do another search here. Let's say I'm interested in animal testing. So let me look up, again, I'm not searching a topic here. I'm thinking topic, but I'm using words. So I do animal testing. And I come up with 61 results. Based on what I've already said, you can pretty easily surmise that 61 results, these books are not all on animal testing, but the words animal and testing are somewhere in the records or the information about these books. But as I showed before, you can run down here and down below into topics on the left hand side, and let's just say, how about the topic of animal experimentation? That's not a word I'd normally use, experimentation, but I thought of testing, but the topic word is actually experimentation. So let's click on animal experimentation, and now I've come up with 3. So it's reduced my results down to a really succinct list of books on topic. And it looks like one of these is in Richfield, you see right here, and the other 2 are in Ephraim at the Karen Huntsman Library. So, and again, you can actually go out on the shelf and explore and see where these are at, and then decide whether or not there are other books that are related to it or something. So that's a real quick way to do a really precise search and not have to worry about, gosh, what is the topic for this? I don't even know. You don't have to know if you know where to find the topics at to narrow your search down a little bit better. So there's some good ideas there on that, and some ideas of finding different item types, or when things are published, dates, and all those kinds of things. You can sort them by, right now we default to relevance, but there are, I sometimes like to use publication dates. I want to get the newest published book. I want to get the latest and greatest, so I'll select that one. It reorganizes or sorts them out for me based on the newest published book, which this one happens to be 20 years old. So anyway, so that's some examples on how to search the library catalog. And if you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to ask any of the staff members working here at the library who are happy to help.